Hello everybody, welcome back to some Fallout 4. As you can see, I went back and got my gun that I actually had bullets for. It's not very common.
I'm telling you, joining Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision we've ever made. Look at this place.
I still say Malone's weak. We caught that detective snooping around, and what does he do? Locks him up. Like he ain't got the balls to just kill him.
Well, don't let his new girl hear that. She'll start swinging that bat of hers at your face until there ain't no face left.
Alright. So yeah, this is a Triggerman hideout.
Ha! Run away like cowards, afraid of Strong.
You'll pay for that, wise guy.
Yeah?
Strong kill!
So yeah, we're gonna, like I said, after this part, we're gonna finish with Strong. There may be, once we actually get to our objective here, there may be a lot of saving and quick saving and reloading, because there are a few different conversation paths that can get us affinity with Strong, and I'd like to get as much as I can so that I have to grind as little as I have to afterwards. But I don't know how many of these will result in like a fight immediately. You know, terminal vending functions have been shut down. Please contact the system administrator. Okay. The purchase of subway tokens for this station will automatically cease on 2/11/77 to coincide with the station closing. Any questions should be addressed to the station manager or Vault-Tec representative before your employment termination date. Again, Park Street terminals will cease to validate token dispensations after this date. Previously issued tokens remain usable at all other Boston Subway and monorail service platforms. Thank you. Dear Employee ID, I'm glad to inform you that your station, Park Street, will be closing due to a purchase agreement with Vault-Tec Corporation. As such, we will be going through our records and redistributing our many valued employees to other stations and departments. The automated system should identify your new location. You're being relocated to... Oh, you're fired. Thank you, and we look forward to many more years working with you. Also like how I can load a holotape in there even though it's not connected to anything. And yet there's ones that you can't load it in even though it's connected to stuff. And I know that, you know, it makes sense in real life, but
Living take what dead leave.
that doesn't mean I have to enjoy it. Because it is a video game. And the more a video game is like real life, the less point there is to actually playing the game. Just like I was reading some stuff on Hard Space Shipbreaker, because I've been playing the fuck out of that game. In fact, I probably... Oh, Strong set it off. In fact, I'll probably play it after I'm done recording my next video. Not this one, but the next one after this. Because when the game was in early access, if you were playing on career mode, there was no like options. It was just career mode. If you wanted to have the actual story. Which meant that you had to play the game where every shift to take apart the ships was on a 15-minute timer. You had 15 minutes to do as much as you could, and then you were automatically kicked back to your apartment, I guess. Habitation unit, I think it's just called the Hab. And there's a bunch of people talking about it on this one Reddit thread that I was reading. And, yeah, there was one complaint because 15 minutes, as you can imagine,
Come out.
is not a lot of time to do anything. Like, outside the game, inside the game, 15 minutes, there are very few things that you can get done within that time limit.
Gonna be a good fight.
And, so there's people wanting, you know, the option to take away the time limit and that while still playing career mode. And people were being, as usual, you have, like every game, has them. You have your hardcore gatekeepers that are like, oh, then if you don't like that one feature of the game, but everything else, then go fucking play a different game, you fucking loser. Why are you playing the game if you don't fucking like it?
Strongest get it.
You know, those kinds of people. It wasn't quite that bad, but it was still like, there was, you know, play a different game. There was some of those comments in there. But,
Stuff everywhere. What humans call.
but you know, as the person pointed out, it's like, I want to play the game, but I want to play the story, but I don't want to be kicked back every 50 minutes. Well, the one guy in there said that it was 15 minutes because it was supposed to represent like shitty corporate workplace, whatever, right? So they put a 15-minute timer on it. And as anybody with half a brain, who is actually, and because it was like a blue-collar job, and you know, companies always take advantage of blue-collar workers, making them do like near impossible things, right? And that's what it's supposed to be. But as anybody with a brain who's worked in an actual blue-collar job before, hello, how are you? I've worked them my full life. That's not how they take advantage of you. Like, because the thing is, right, is it's 15 minutes, and then you get kicked back to your apartment. I'm just gonna call it apartment. And then you get charged all of your rental fees for the equipment that you're using. As you level up, you can purchase the equipment so that those fees go away, but you're always going to have, at least until you pay off your debt, because you start out with like $2 billion worth of debt for like initial whatever, da-da-da-da-da, right? And then you have all these fees that you get at the end of every shift. So, you know, you work 15 minutes, you get kicked back, you get charged all this stuff, and it's like, okay, see, now that's plain dirty. But at the same time, while you're working, taking apart the ships, you're making the company money, and there's no company on the planet, abusive or not, they could be the nicest company on the planet, they're not letting you work 15 minutes a day. I don't care what the job is. I don't care how hard or easy the job is. You're not working 15 minutes a day. Because that's what it is. Like, at the end of your 15-minute shift, you get kicked back to your habitation, and then you wake up the next morning, get charged all the fees that you normally do, and then have to go out and do another 15-minute shift. And it's just like, you are fucking stupid. I mean, like, there was nothing else. Like, if it had been a newer thread and not, like, super old, because, I mean, Hardspace hasn't been in early access for a while, and I think even then this was, like, this thread was from, like, early access. I don't even remember why I was looking it up. I think I was looking up something else and I got, as you do, drawn into a different Reddit thread. But, yeah, like, a lot of the stuff, and then they were, like, comparing it to, like, real life ship breakers, because that's an actual job where people have to go out and take, like, old abandoned tankers and that, and take them apart and everything, and it's like, oh, it's to represent that, and somebody else on there got pissy with them, because it's like, if you think that the amount of time, effort, danger that real life shipbreakers go through can be equated to having to complete something in 15 minutes, you are stupid. Like, they got very pissy with them, because as you can imagine, taking apart a real life ship, now obviously Hardspace is taking apart spaceships, not, you know, ships on the water, and that, not that they take them apart while they're still on the water, I would hope. They might have some that take them apart while they're like some ships, maybe. But anyway, it's just like, you're fucking crazy to think that in any way equates to the actual troubles and danger and that real shipbreakers use, that real shipbreakers have. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, needless to say, and as other people point out, it's like, even if they wanted to have a short timer, like, all they would have had to do, like, there were some people complaining because it's like, you can take multiple shifts to take apart the same ship, because in 15 minutes you aren't getting, like, you're barely going to get anything, especially on, like, your first shift where you have to go through it and find what you can. It does explain, though, why certain things that I was reading had people where they would just take a ship and they'd just tank it downwards, back bay, I think that's just another exit, into the barge, so that they'd get like 3/4 of its value. Because if they could just like push it down there, then they'd get the majority of the value and then can move on to the next ship. And I'm like, that kind of defeats the point of the game, though, doesn't it? But I guess if you were stuck with a 15-minute timer, no, that would make sense then. Bull Stream, what does that one do? Grants increased energy and damage resistance. Lower your health. So I mean, that did make that make sense. That part makes sense, because every time I'd see like a comment where, you know, it's like, if it's that kind of shit, just push it down into the barge so you get most of the value and then just move on. And I was like, well, that's no fun. But it's like, right, because, you know, the time limit is bullshit. So yeah, there was like other people complaining because it's like, just charge me the time, like, just charge me the 50 million or whatever at the end of the shift and let me keep playing then. Like, don't make me go through all the menus in that. Just let me continue working on the ship if that's what I'm going to do next time anyway. And then other ones were like, if they wanted to put a time limit on it, have the time limit be tied to your oxygen or your fuel or something, so that it's not just some arbitrary number ticking down that in reality wouldn't make sense. Since, once again, in real life,
When they open the door, why is that thing so loud?
What's that? Guy win again.
but yeah, since in real life, you know, you're not going to be working a 15-minute shift a day, you know. Okay, so I think I know what's back there. Oh, requires a key there. I think we can also get some jumpsuits from this place. But yeah, like, I'm playing Hard Space, but I'm playing it on the mode, thankfully, that they put out after release, where there just is no timer, period. Because I hate timers to begin with, and if I only had 15 minutes to do it, I would have given up. After many months of preliminary construction, we are pleased to welcome members of the technical and scientific staff to the newest addition to the Vault-Tec family, Vault 114. Like you, we are excited to get started on our latest endeavor, but we are not quite ready to open that great big gear door to our new residents yet. As you probably noticed, we've contracted outside of Vault-Tec for construction on this one, since it is utilizing a unique space. By repurposing the former Park Street subway station, we will be seeing a decrease in building costs, as well as a shorter timeline for construction. This fits perfectly with the Vault's observational studies, which will be revealed in a future memorandum. However, because of this, we will be seeing a lot of civilian traffic until construction is fully completed. It is up to you to help maintain the security of Vault 114 and its experiment from prying eyes without proper clearance. Loose lips sink ships, of course. They also result in immediate termination and possible criminal investigations. Welcome, once again. They should have said once again, welcome. This memorandum is meant for members of the Vault 114 Science Division only, or those with appropriate security clearance levels, SL4+. All others must exit this terminal immediately and report your infraction to the Overseer or a member of Vault-Tec Security. Thank you. Yeah, because that's right. As mentioned in your briefing, Vault 114 will be hosting high-ranking members of local and state government, local luminaries, business people, and their families, future members are aware that they will be cohabiting solely with others of Boston's upper class. However, the luxury aspect of this vault has been highly exaggerated to the future residents. Multiple families, chosen randomly, will live and sleep in single-room apartments. Dining and bathing will be in shared quarters, and amenities will be minimal. In addition, we are currently interviewing for the overseer position for many candidates. Our goal is to find someone with no supervisory or government experience, and hopefully with a strong anti-authority bias. Human Resources tells us that the interview process has vetted many viable candidates. Get bet. By taking away the luxury and authority these groups saw in surface life, we hope to study their reactions in stressful situations. As such, please do not undermine the new overseer's authority at all during the experiment, even and especially if it may cause physical discomfort, embarrassment, or harm to residents. I don't know, I feel like you should stop him if he's going to harm the residents, just because, you know, obviously if he starts killing him off or something, then you're not going to have anybody to do the experiments on, you know. Okay, so I need the key to go through there. I think the key might be on the guide through here. But anyway, like I said, on that more purified water. We're going to quick save a bunch during this segment. Or during this upcoming conversation.
So, I got a question. Why the hell would anyone build a vault out of a subway station? This place is like the opposite of airtight.
Because they weren't planning to use it, you moron. We used to pull this kind of con all the time back before the war. Get a bunch of union boys to work some construction job that would go nowhere. Keep everyone on payroll.
I mean, that is a thing that happens. There are things in real life where people will start a construction thing to hire, or they'll start a business or something so that they can hire a bunch of people and pay them money. And then just like constantly get more funding from, depending on what it is, the government, investors, whatever, right? Donations, whatever, you know. And then they'll pay all the money to people they know, like, you know, they'll hire their brother or their friends or something for different jobs and pay them significantly more than the position they're given warrants. So that once everything does go tits up, they won't actually lose much, if any, of the money. You see it all the time. Well, maybe not all the time, but you see it often enough. With different businesses, different non-profit organizations, and that, you know, they'll start it up, they'll make big speeches, they'll do demonstrations of whatever, you know, they'll make commercials, but a lot of the money will be going to like friends and family for friends and family for doing jobs that, while the jobs themselves make sense, the amount they're getting paid for it doesn't. Like, they'll be like, you're in security, I'm gonna pay you $60 million. Like, what? Stuff like that, right? Or it's like, you're gonna be our construction foreman, brother, and yeah, here's your $10 million salary. What? It's like, alright, so what do I have to do? Nothing. We're not actually gonna build anything. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't happen all the time, and I mean, obviously not every business or non-profit or whatever, charity, whatever you want to call it, whatever they are, is like that. But it's happened often enough that if you are planning on, I kind of want to go over there to see what's over there, but at the same time, all I see is this cabinet and a bunch of barrels that'll give me radiation. But yeah, if you're gonna be donating to something, you'll want to look into it first. Like, you shouldn't just be donating to something because like you believe in their cause or something, because there's always a decent chance that it's Well, maybe not a decent chance, but there's always the chance that actually it's just bullshit. That door doesn't open. And there,
Oh,
it's
you'll
just a...
screw up at some point. Then I gotcha.
Will I?
Lights out!
Time to die!
Well, Strong went down to deal with him. Well, obviously, there's no coming back from this drop, but I'm sure it's fine. Bobby pin box. Welcome in. Okay, this should be the same. Yeah. And this should also be the same. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Alright, well. Had to check. Alright. I'm just quick saving, by the way, all the time because I don't actually remember where the conversation takes place. At some point, you walk into a big room, and the conversation just basically starts. But I don't remember exactly where it is, which is why I keep quick saving. Now, I guess I don't really have to, since you can quick save.
How you doing in there, Valentine? Feeling hungry? Want a snack?
Keep talking, meathead. It'll give Skinny Malone more time to think about how he's gonna bump you off.
Don't give me that crap, Valentine. You know nothing, you got nothing.
Really? I saw him writing your name down in that black book of his. Lousy, cheating card shark, I think were his exact words. Then he struck the name across 3 times.
3 strikes? In the black book? But I never... Oh, no. I gotta smooth this over, fast.
What the...
Fuck.
Show yourself, coward! Fight strong!
On Dino, poke your head up. No, I don't want the sword right now. Thank you. So yeah, Nick's up there. We gotta go get him. Dino may or may not have the key we need. That door that was locked and required the key, I do believe, will be our exit from this place. This one doesn't have anything in it though, but it is an actual locker. That's locked, so I'll leave it for now. I don't remember if there's much to do in here. I mean, I know that there's a bobblehead and a magazine in here. But outside of that, I'm not 100% sure that we have anything of importance.
Hey, you! I don't know who you are, but we got 3 minutes before they realize muscles for brains ain't coming back. Get this door open!
Alright, alright. Take number. Your number is 998. Yeah, or let's just open the door, shall we?
Nice.
All vendors permanently have 100 more caps for bartering, which is a weird
My
thing for a
knight in
bobblehead to
shining
do.
armor. Question is, why does he come all this way? Risk life and limb for an old private eye.
I'm tracking a murderer. The bastard who shot my wife. Took my son. I don't even have a clue who he is or where he's gone.
So, you need a little angel of vengeance, huh? Well, I don't usually go after blood money, but I guess I can make an exception. I've been cooped up in here for weeks. Turns out the runaway daughter I came here to find wasn't kidnapped. She's Skinny Malone's new flame. And she's got a mean streak. Anyway, you got troubles, and I'm glad to help. But now ain't the time. Let's blow this joint. Then we'll talk.
Alright, first things first, let's listen to some interviews.
Malone's crew here used to be small time.
This is Vault-Tec interview.
Muscled out of the
Number
old
0.
neighborhood by bigger
For the position
overseer for Vault 114. Interview
Don't know
subject.
what happened to the
Benjamin
previous
Beasley.
owners, but they're not exactly
Mr.
around to charge
As
rent.
overseer of Vault 114,
Perfect.
how would
I
you
thought.
settle a disagreement between two of your Vault residents?
Well, I would obviously take it through the proper channels, assuming neither of their requests were against the law, of course. This is, of course, assuming that the conflict had already gone through all the other members of the Vault's Residence Council that I plan on organizing.
Vault Residents Council, you say?
Yes, of course. People need government. They yearn for it. I think it's a civic duty of every red-blooded American patriot to serve the...
Yes, I think we have everything we need here. Thank you for your time.
Oh, already? Well, I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Yes, I'm sure you will. Please make sure to fill out your non-disclosure agreement on your way out. This is Vault Tech interview number 21 for the position of overseer for Vault 114. Interview subject, Kimberly Weiss. Hello, Mrs. Weiss.
How do you do? And may I just say what an honor it is to even be considered for the position of overseer. Ever since I was a little girl in mock government, I dreamed that one day I would have the opportunity to lead a community to greatness. My teachers all told me I had leadership potential, and without my guidance as student council vice president, those bake sales surely would have failed. Just the thought of being able to organize and run this small group, to show them a better way, to lead them to a future so bright that they...
My goodness. Looks like we're out of time.
What? We just started!
Yes, but you're too
Yes,
experienced.
yes. Thank you. If you could just send the next candidate in as you leave.
Oh, of course. Did I mention I was head of my debate team?
I'm sure you did. Thank you. This is Vault Tech interview number 87 for the position of overseer for Vault 114. The candidate has refused to give his real name and has only provided the name the Soup Can Harry.
That's right. I ain't telling you nothing. My name is the name I call myself, not the rank and number the government branch on me. No, sir.
Fascinating. Mr. Soup Can, would you mind telling me why you're distrustful of the government?
I've seen what they do. Come up the works with red tape and bureaucracy, take every hard-earned cent and use it to fund their Illuminati, Freemason sex parties. I'm a free man. I should be able to live as I see fit. My taxes pay for them streets and alleys and dumpsters. I'll sleep where I want.
Sir, according to this, you haven't paid taxes in many years.
I seen the back of them Abraxo boxes. Not for consumption? Don't you tell me what to do. I'll eat what I want.
Sir, you may just be the perfect candidate. How would you like to be the new overseer for Vault 114?
I ain't wearing no goddamn tie. Or pants.
That's probably fine. Alright. Now this also says Vault-Tec Terminal, so... Oh, this one doesn't even have the science staff thing on it. It just has the welcome employees. That's weird. But anyway, on we go. Hello, Nick. I think that there's a door like down those other stairs that we were at. I do believe that there's a door that we can't get through, and Nick has to open it. Nick, if you don't know, is the companion where if you have him with you, you can actually...
How do you want to play this?
His only
Hard and
job
loud,
is to
huh?
check on
Well,
the prisoner.
gets the job
Why
done.
does that take so
Too bad
fucking
for
long,
whoever
huh?
cleans up the
Hey,
floors.
Dino! Let us find
That's
the
the last
balls!
of them.
I don't know what Nick was saying there. But anyway, Nick is the companion where if you have him with you,
Time
you
to
can have
put you
him hack terminals for you. I do believe he can hack master terminals. It's It's not a very high chance. It's just like when you get Kate and she can hack the master locked stuff. It's technically possible, but not probable. I remember one playthrough I got Kate rather early before I got my master lock thing, and I was doing the Pikmin's Gallery mission, and I wanted to pick the lock, or pick the safe that's there. Obviously, I couldn't do it because the game won't even let you try. So I had Kate do it, and man, that was a lot of save and restarts. In fact, it was so many save and restarts, or like auto saves and loads. I guess technically there's only one auto save, but a bunch of loads. That I actually Googled if it was, if whether or not she did it was like a set value that like loaded up or sometime, or if it was just like a chance once you told her to do it. Turns out it is a chance, or at least I think it was, that once you tell her to lockpick something, or you tell Nick to hack something, that's when it rolls whether or not they'll actually succeed. So yeah, it took a lot of tries for her to open that safe, and I never bothered to try and get Nick to hack anything. Mainly because I find hacking in this game much more enjoyable than lockpicking. I don't mind the lockpicking minigame, but it's not my favorite style of lockpicking. Probably my favorite style of lockpicking would probably be Oblivion, or what is that one? Rank. The level 2 locks in Thief Simulator, I think, are the same thing. Those are my favorite ones. Okay, now, is it here? Okay, no, it's not. I don't think it's in this hallway.
This door's on the fritz. Let me see if I can get it open. Almost got it. There we are. Hell of a lot easier to do when the lock isn't on the other side.
Well, yeah, I can imagine. No, there's no candles here, so we should be good. We need to find the residential area. Oh, residential. It's up ahead. Alright, cool. Because that's where our magazine is.
What? What was that?
You playing hide and seek?
Hey,
He asks as a guy is beating him in the head with a fucking
heard something.
baseball bat. Like, are you playing hide and seek? It's like, no. There it is. It's Stanley Austin Tales. Gain +5 action points. Wow, alright. It's minimal, obviously. It's only 5, but at the same time, it's still plus action points,
You
which
and
is nice.
Valentine are both dead.
And I do believe also the last thing that we really need out of this place. I don't think that there's anything else. We got the bobblehead, we got the magazine.
The hell?
Let me do a quick check here. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we got the holotapes, and we even picked up the jumpsuits. So yeah, we're good. We got everything we need out of here. It's a cute submachine gun you have. Maybe you should get a real gun. Like that guy has in here.
Strong gonna kill you, then strong gonna eat you.
Don't worry, he's not actually gonna eat you, mainly because I can't stand watching him do it.
You gonna die already?
I don't even... Oh, way down there. Wow, you blend in super well. Exterminator, 50% more damage against Mirelurks and bugs. Well, let's see. I was gonna say that might be decent to use during Far Harbor, and there is a lot of Mirelurks there, but I don't. But there's a lot of things that I don't know if it's considered bugs or not. I mean, I guess it would still, fully upgrade would still do a decent amount of damage anyway, but it's still weird.
Gonna do you up, spit on your corpse.
Clean white plates. Always nice to have clean plates. Yellow trimmed. also clean, although it doesn't specify clean. You can tell that it is. It's actually relatively clean. Sugar bums, box, unrusted tin cans.
Nothing.
Some nice clean. Look at all these nice clean objects. I like how they're unrusted, but clearly the
You messed with the wrong crew.
clearly the labels as to what was in the cans didn't make it. Oh fuck, there's a thing in the middle. Got all the clean stuff. You know, normally when I play this game, for some reason I don't pick any of that up. I like to have like the clean plates and that for when I actually get the urge to set up like a dining table or something,
More
but
stairs? Who built this damn
I
vault?
usually
Witness
end up
instructor?
taking it all from the Vault 85, I think
Hope
it
you were
is.
smarter than this.
You know where your guts around my neck.
Because that's normally, that's normally where I end up getting it all. Is Vault 85 or whatever it is, because they have, because they actually clean it. They have a bunch of stuff there. And I'm not gonna lie, I really wish that there was a way for you to get stuff clean. Like either something you could build in your vault, or like a person you could talk to. Where you could like give them stuff that was labeled as dirty, or you know, something like that. I think it's just dirty, because I mean rusted and then you get an unrusted one back doesn't really make much sense considering what rust is. I mean, but yeah, it would be nice if you could like build a washing machine and at the very least like dirty clothes could be like thrown in it and then you get back clean ones. That would be nice.
Skinny
There's
Malone
probably
and
a
the
mod
rest of
for
his
that,
boys
but
are waiting for us somewhere. The name's ironic, but don't let that fool you. He's dangerous. Another
yeah.
locked door. Shouldn't be too hard.
oh, another jumpsuit.
Okay, I got it. But
Oh,
I
there's
hear
a check-in
big fat
terminal. Residency A1. Linehan family, Sean, wife Martha, sons John and Mitchell, Flaherty, whatever family, Michael, wife Joan, daughter Elizabeth. Presley family is Jenna and husband Richard. A2, the O'Malley family, Michael, wife Jennifer, son Robert, daughter Ellen, infant. Baker family, Ralph, fiance Sarah, dog Spike, do not allow. Yancey family, Murray, wife Amy, sons Jimmy and Ronnie. B2 is the Madison family, Bill, wife Belinda, daughters John, Jean, Mary, and Melissa. I guess the daughter, so it's probably Jean's. It could be Jean, I guess. Madison. Yeah, the rest of the names don't really sound very French, though. Smith family, Sean, wife Molly, son Paul, daughter Stephanie, infant. D3 is the O'Brien family, Kevin, wife Megan, sons Ryan, Brandon, Logan, daughters Molly, Anna, Kayla, and Brenna, infant. Good God, O'Briens. Can get out of the bedroom at some point during the day. And then Todd Gates as a bachelor. Well, if he's living next to them, that bachelor status may not last very long. I mean, it doesn't say the ages for any of these people, but... Well, except for infant, which I guess isn't an age. Oh, we're already heading back into the station.
What are you doing? You coming to
There
my
they are.
house? Shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing dame, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl. I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle. You hear me? And I ain't letting some private dick shut us down now that I finally got a good thing going.
I told you we should have just killed him! But then you had to get all sentimental. All that stupid crap about the old times.
Darla, I'm handling this.
Skinny Malone's always got things under control.
Oh, yeah? Then what's this
Oh,
guy
Strong
doing
idolizes
here,
me.
huh? Valentine must have brought him here to rub us all out.
Oh, whoops.
That wasn't the plan originally, but hey, tempting.
Hey, I'm the one in charge here. You got something to say? Say it to me.
Darla's the problem and peacefully attack him.
You and Nick know each other?
This troublemaker here used to be a real headache back in the day. Before we got kicked out of the old neighborhood. Must have done this dance 100 times. Enemies are kind of the closest thing you get to friends in these parts. Now quit stalling. You gonna talk? Talk.
Look at yourself. Darla's playing you for a sap. You're better than this. You're better than her.
You're right. Things have gone nothing but south since she...
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that one will work for Strong.
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing dame, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl? I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle. You hear me? And I ain't letting some private dick shut us down now that I finally got a good thing going.
I told you we should have just killed him! But then you had to get all sentimental. All that stupid crap about the old times.
Darla, I'm handling this. Skinny Malone's always got things under control.
Oh, yeah? Then what's this guy doing here, huh? Valentine must have brought him here to rub us all out.
Skinny's no good for you, Darla. You put a bullet in him, and I just might let you go.
Wow. You're a bad boy, ain't you? Sorry, babe. But this is the end for us. And for you.
You double-crossing Maul. Teach me to fall for a great set of legs. Strong make decision. Good fighting, human. Strong impressed.
And Darla lives.
Skinny Malone. Think he's lighter or heavier with all those holes in him? The bullets probably add a few ounces. Good night, sweet prince. Here's to all the old days. Let's get out of here. There's a service ladder that should take us right to the surface.
Alright. So yeah, this is the exit that we had. Now Strong, it said he idolizes me now.
Got a second, big guy?
Strong make decision.
Hey.
What do you need? Strong make decision.
Okay, tell me what you decided.
Hard decision for Strong. Think until head hurt. You good fighter. Good as super mutant. Fight beside Strong many times. You good leader. Better than Fist. Strong follow you always. You now Strong's leader.
Alright, so hey, look at that! We didn't have to grind out anything. That worked out so perfectly. Those few dislikes that we got for lockpicking fucking made it so that as we unlock Nick, we finished with Strong. So we've now gained the Berserk perk, which I don't actually remember what it does, but at least it's... Thanks to your relationship with Strong, when you fall below 25% health, you deal 20% more melee weapon damage. Wow. Could I have got a more worthless perk for me? I don't use melee, and I despise having low health and not healing. So, yeah, I think that's probably the absolute worst perk that... like, most useless perk that I could have possibly gotten. But anyway, point is, Strong's done. Should I send him to Sanctuary? Or should I send him... Because I'm thinking of sending him to the slog with the ghouls. And he can be our guard for there. But I think I might make him a missile launcher and give it to him before then. Because while giving him a missile launcher would be bad, while he's running around with us, because A, he could blow us up, and B, he would run out of ammo. I do believe that even if they're a companion, if they are at a place, it is entirely possible to do the same thing as you do with other settlers, and I'm assuming I'm just supposed to meet Nick back in. Well, it says to follow him, but I don't know where he is, so I'm just gonna leave and then trust that he ends up at do I have a missile launcher in Sanctuary? I might. And trust that he ends up back in Diamond City, because I don't actually know where he went. Oh, you know what? I think I do, actually. I think he went through that other... There's a, that other exit that we found. I think he may have went that way. But, let me see here. Let us pull out a missile launcher. I guess I could also give him a Fat Man, but that seems like a bit much. Oh, I could give him a minigun, I guess. Ooh, minigun or missile launcher. Let's go with the missile launcher. Yeah, shut up, Strong. I'm making this for you. Obviously, we got a quad barrel. We'll get the targeting computer. And the stabilizer. And then we will fast travel. Yeah, see, it got the thing now. I don't actually remember where the slog is. Oh, but you know what, if I do this... There it is. What is this? Green Top Nursery? Apparently I haven't done anything there, but whatever. Because I do have... Yeah, I have the one thing there. Strong. Oh, there you are. Just blend right in.
What? Strong can carry a lot.
Yeah, I know you can. Okay, well, give me those, because I don't know why the fuck you have them. But anyway, where is the... Targeting quad, there you go. Store that on you. And then I shall give you a missile. So many fusion cores. Wow, I have a fuck ton of missiles.
Heads up.
What? Take
Talk.
meat. Make
Yeah,
human
thanks.
strong.
Deathclaw meat.
You should head home.
Human break promise. Not have Strong fight milk of human kindness. Strong go back to tower. Wait for human to change mind.
Sure, but you're not going back there. You're actually staying right here. Then, since you're already here, I should be able to assign you.
Can't do that.
What? Strong can't be? Yeah, you can. Whoops. There we go. Got his missile launcher.
Like brother to Strong.
And everything. So there we go. Strong is now going to set up shop here and work at and protect the ghouls at the slog. Awesome. Alright. So that went well, I think. Let's I'll head back and we'll clear out our inventory again. And then we'll go and continue with the main quest at least a little bit to get Nick. Do I want the I don't think I want the Brotherhood to show up yet. so we won't go that far. But we might do a little bit more of the main quest next time, just since we're going to have Nick following us anyway. But that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Friday for more.